Hey guys, this is Travis with Black Ring Tactical, and today we're going to talk about the ammunition shortage of 2020 and how it's impossible to find ammo or let alone afford it because it's gone up about 3 times the price. So we're going to talk about dry firing and things that you can do to improve your skills without actually going to the range. So stay tuned. So I'm here in my shop today. You don't need an area this big to do dry fire in. Heck, you can even do it in your bedroom or your living room or whatever you got. So the very first thing that you need to do when it comes to dry firing is make sure that you have no live ammunition anywhere near you. So my gun, I've already cleared it and it's empty magazine. Behind the camera here is a good safe area just in case I was to have a negligent discharge. I'm not going to hit any people or anything out back there. Matter of fact, it's going to go through this wall and go to another building. So make sure that you have a good, safe location to dry fire at, just in case you do have that one snafu where you accidentally load a live round into your gun and have an ND. So no ammunition on myself. I do have my AR back there that's loaded, but that's because I'm a little paranoid, so I like to have one loaded gun in the room that I'm not using currently. So from there, you have an empty gun, you have an empty magazine if you want to train with a magazine. I'm just in jeans and boots and a t-shirt because that's, train how you fight type deal. I'm not going to go out to Walmart wearing full multicams and a plate carrier and all that jazz because probably get the cops calling on me pretty quickly. So I like to use the gear that I just walk around with every day when it comes to doing dry fire training. If you are in the military or if you're law enforcement, go ahead and put all your Gucci gear on and train in that. Occasionally I will put on my plate carrier and all my, get up and play G.I. Joe for a little bit. If I'm ever working in that stuff again, when it comes to a plate carrier and all that, things are very, very bad. So I do like to keep my skills up a little bit when it comes to using the plate carrier and the war belt and all that other kind of crap that I have. But for everyday carry, I'm more likely to encounter someone in a parking lot somewhere where I'm wearing jeans, boots, and a t-shirt. I might put my coat on a little bit later and do some dry fire with my coat just because it's beneficial to learn how to clear the garment and then grab your gun. So you don't need any ammo. You don't need any special equipment. All you need is a safe place to do it and your imagination, really. So one of the things that I like to practice a lot is magazine changes or reloads. So what I can do, I'll clear my gun again, is I'm going to just simply point at what I want to shoot, click, I'm going to drop my magazine out, I'm going to put the new one in, and then I'm going to go back to my shooting stance. If I want to press the trigger, then I just have to cock the gun again and bang. There's all kinds of things that you can do. You could even get behind like a barrier. I have this barrier in my shop here that I can get behind. I can practice shooting around corners, around walls, do the left-hand stuff. I've got these windows cut out in here. This is just a VTAC barrier. I can practice from shooting inside of a building or out of a window, something like that. The sky's the limit when it comes to being able to do dry fire. So I like to do magazine changes. I will do transitions from rifle to pistol, from pistol back to rifle, get the rifle back in the fight. Dummy rounds are really good to use. It simulates having live ammunition in your gun, but they're incapable of firing. So get yourself some dummy rounds, practice your reloads, practice your draw stroke. I can stand here and I can put a target up on the wall. I can face the camera. I can do whatever. I can sit here and practice drawing my gun, pointing it at something, look back in my holster, make sure I got it right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Start from here. You can start from any position. I can grab a chair. I can pull up a chair. I can sit down on the chair and practice, drawing from a seated position. I've had to pull a pistol on someone from a seated position before. So it's something that I'm glad that I practiced a little bit to make sure that I was able to clear everything that was in the way, get that gun out of my holster and clear all the stuff on my duty belt, not run into my body armor when I had to pull it out, and account for like arms on the chair. If you have anything in front of you, you can set up anything really. I sometimes will like to use or do dry fire in my bedroom, right? So what I'll do is I'll practice, grabbing the gun off the nightstand, go out, get my nice two-handed shooting grip, peek around the corners, down the hallway, things like that. It's use your imagination, folks. So let's put the pistol back and we'll grab the rifle and I'll show you some of the stuff you can do with the rifle. All right, so I've got my rifle here and I also have my pistol on my hip. So what we can do is we can do things with the rifle and the pistol together, utilizing the sling, utilizing a magazine change with the rifle. When I'm not wearing any type of extra kit, I like to throw a extra magazine in my back pocket. I found that works depending on the pants that I'm wearing. Some pants that I have like really deep back pockets. These jeans that I have on today are a little bit stretchy, so it kind of helps, to remove the magazine out of the back pocket. Whatever type of clothing that you wear, practice with it, make it work. So we can take the rifle, we can basically do the same thing. I can come up, I can say, okay, there's my target. I'm going to go ahead and take my safety off, click. I'm going to get a nice little click. Oops, I'm out of ammo, so I'm going to check. I'm going to drop that magazine out, put the new magazine back in, hit my bolt release, and I can go back to firing. So the same thing applies. You can practice transitions. You can come up with your rifle and say, okay, click, oops, I'm out of ammo or something went wrong with my rifle. Now I'm going to go ahead and transition to my pistol. I'm going to go ahead and get my click, and oops, pistol's down. What do? I'm going to go ahead and reload the pistol. Okay, there's my bang. All right, cool. Situation's good. Grab the rifle, figure out what happened. Maybe I had a malfunction or something happened with the rifle. All right, good. I got the rifle back up into play. And oops, there's another threat. Bang, 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 bang. And transition back to my pistol. Click, click, click. All right, cool. I'm good to go. Scanning, looking around. Like I said, folks, sky's the limit. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And I got one more surprise for you. Surprise. So make sure that you practice at nighttime. Practice with your lights. You should have a light on your rifle. You should have a light on your pistol. And you need to know how to use them. So one of the things that you're going to find out very quickly, hopefully through practice and not if it ever happens, is that if you have your reticle turned down on your optic to a very low setting because you're walking around in the dark, when you first pull up that rifle and you turn your white light on, you won't be able to see your reticle. So you're going to have to turn that reticle up a little bit. You need to find that balance of, okay, I can see the reticle without any white light. Now, when I turn the white light on, I can still see the reticle. I've had that happen to me before where it was very, very dark in Baghdad, and I had my reticle on my EOTech turned way down. Next thing you know, it's noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we get into an engagement, and now all of a sudden I pull up, and I'm like, oh crap, I can't see anything. I can't see my reticle. You need to be able to understand that throughout the day, as the lighting conditions change, you have to play with your reticle brightness, turn it up, turn it down, depending on what you're doing. So that's just something else that you'll learn very quickly by training in the darkness. Now, I'm in my shop here. I have some ambient light coming in because it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. But if you're in your house, you can close all the curtains, the blinds, whatever you got, turn all the lights off, or wait till dark, and practice in the dark. Practice if you are going to pie around a left-hand corner and you need to turn your light on. What you don't want to do is have your light splash back at you because your light is in the way, or I'm sorry, the barrier or whatever it is in the way of your light. So if you came around a corner in the dark and said, hey, I'm going to light up this dude that I can't identify, guess what? You just backlit yourself. Coming around the other side, oh, look at that. Now I can see. So my light is on the right side of my rifle. Same thing applies with pistols. Your light is going to be below the barrel of your pistol. So if you come up to, let's say, your bed or a table or something, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna light this dude up, bang, and all you do is backlight yourself, you need to know not to do that. That's why I encourage you to train in the dark. So something else that I wanted to talk about is drawing a gun from concealment, from a coat or a jacket or something like that. I live in Washington State, and it's the end of December right now, so obviously I'm going to walk around with a coat on, sometimes a coat and a hoodie. Practice drawing from whatever you're wearing. Everybody wears different clothes. I live out in the country. I wear Carhartt stuff. I could be in the chicken coop within the next half hour, or riding around on the wheeler doing something. So I kind of wear utilitarian clothes most of the time. However, if you are, let's say, someone that lives in the city and you like to dress up all the time, dress around your gun. Make the gun fit to whatever you're wearing. So when it comes to clearing a garment around a gun, one of the things that I have learned throughout the years, and I can't remember where I learned this from, I wish I could give credit to it, to whoever taught me this, but I like to carry something a little bit heavy in my right pocket right here. So all I have is a Surefire flashlight that I've had forever. I throw that in here, and the reason for that is to have a little bit of weight in the coat so that when I throw the coat to the side, it stays. You can tell the difference of having some sort of weight in that garment so that you can pull your gun out and get the gun into action. If you wear a suit, you might want to put something in like the right coat pocket, or if you're a left-handed shooter, put it in the left pocket of your suit or something. I've even seen some bodyguard type guys that I used to associate with sew fishing weights, like big lead fishing weights into their garments, so that when they needed to clear that garment and get their gun into play, they were able to do that a little bit easier. So it doesn't really matter what type of clothes that you wear. You just need to be able to accommodate getting the gun out of the holster with whatever you're wearing. Make it work for you. All right, guys, so it's the end of 2020, and it's been a really crazy year. It's been a crazy year for all of us, myself included. The one complaint that I've been getting most from students or potential students is that nobody can find ammo. The one thing that I can tell you is eventually this will pass. This is the United States of America. We do have the Second Amendment, which guarantees our right to own firearms. Now, with the new administration coming along, I don't know what's going to happen. There has been public claims made by this new administration saying that they are going to ban the online sales of ammunition and firearms and accessories. I don't know what's going to happen. You can ask me, and I'm going to tell you I don't know. I hope that nothing happens, just like a couple administrations ago when everyone was freaking out over guns and ammunition during that time, and everything seemed to be okay. The one thing that I can tell you is that if you want to come take one of my classes, one of the ranges that I teach at does sell ammo. And I don't know where they get their ammo from, but they always seem to have some in stock. Now, they are limiting the amount of ammunition that they will sell to someone for a class to about 100 rounds. Now, I think that 100 rounds is a little bit less than ideal for a good quality class. However, we need to work with what we got. That's what this whole video was about, is working with what you got. And if you don't have much, then train with nothing. That's dry fire, right? It's free. Now, you're not going to get the recoil impulse and everything else from the gun. So no, it's not the same type of training that you would get if you went to the range and you actually practice with your gun. I understand that. However, dry fire is free, and hopefully the gun market turns back around, people can find ammo, the price goes down, and we can continue living life as normal. That's what I'm hopeful for. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. If you have any complaints, feel free to contact me. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and please like this video and subscribe to the channel so that this channel can grow and I can provide more insight to things. I can provide more online content. Without your support, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. Have a great day and Happy New Year.